is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Starkville, Mississippi, home of the Mississippi State Bulldogs. As we'll see the number 18 team in the country, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on a fellow SEC opponent, the Mississippi State Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Mississippi State about to put it away as we start the festivities. Coming out with it, it's Staley. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Tennessee's offense takes the field. It's not often we focus on a matchup quite like this, but David, we have a couple of premier tight ends in this game.
And we've seen it recently, right? Ty Warren last year, Brock Bowers the year before. Like, you can build an offense around an elite tight end, and both of these schools do it.
Turning it on! Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Volunteers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. Still running at the 40. Lots of room to run. Touchdown, Volunteers! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. That drive took no time at all. Couple of plays and finished it with the long run for the touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Evans. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. So the Mississippi State Bulldogs offense will get the ball for the first time. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Looking for a man. It's Shapen. That's reeled in. It's Thompson. This offense has a little room and a fresh set of downs at the 23.
That's a third down the offense simply had to have there. You're obviously trailing early in this game. You're trying to generate some momentum. So third down, defense is playing zone. You just got to find the soft spot in coverage, make it easy on your quarterback. Those two guys able to link up.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line here.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
Mississippi State going up tempo.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Off play action on first down. Looking down the middle. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
And he might be known for one pitch, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident.
Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldog! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board. Extra point here will tie the game.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in the game.
Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find... Oh, he's got some space! A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. They'll ride the hot hand. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
And they bring him down quickly, but a good game there.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. So in their own territory, on 4th and inches, the offense will stay on the field. Has to get there to move the sticks. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure it to first down.
I think we're going to see more and more of this in college football. It used to be that if it was 4th and inches and you're on your own side of the field, you automatically punt. But I like that play call there. With their offensive line and their ability to run the football, just go out and get it and keep the drive alive.
Nice move there. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. And the Vols in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wide receiver going in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. Running to Green. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
I love the idea, and I love just finding ways to get your best players out in the open field. This pre-snap motion and using it to their advantage on that last play, I think that was a nice call.
Hauls it in. Finds a crease at the 20. There he goes. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon.
Looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tennessee.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Kent State is currently ahead inside a jam-packed Dick Stadium, but the Golden Flashes have not been able to separate themselves offensively. They're up by a field goal over Charlotte. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The give from the gun. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23, a pickup of 4. Mississippi State right back to the line. To throw, it's Shapen. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Offense facing 4th down. Number 88 on to take it away.
That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. A little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time. They had a much better field position this time around. Give to the running back. Breaks into the open.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every day. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They give up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success on that play. Really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Caught. And he was knocked down immediately short of the line to gain. They'll have to make a decision here.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too. Understanding the situation. It's third down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you set up fourth down.
They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
4th and 1, I got to know my situation. I got to know I can't mess around as a running back. I got to get through the hole, make the first down. No matter what, if I got to run somebody over, I'm running straight downhill, straight for those sticks, making sure I get that first down.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Volunteers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll leave it with him. Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown ball!
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Got his man downfield. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. And the Bulldogs headed quickly to the line.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Makes the grab. It's Thompson. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. The Bulldogs have it with a 1st and 10.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
He's going to fire deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Their performance in SEC play last year was forgettable. They'd love to make it memorable this time around.
I love when Reese uses the phrases like forgettable, which means it was awful, not very good, okay? So,
turning it on. Bulldozes his way through. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
They're trying to slam it in. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Scanning the field, it's Shapen. Trying to barrel in. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
They'll run it on 3rd and goal. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced them into 4th down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. And this ought to be a chip shot from about 20 yards out. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. Fielded in the end zone. It's Staley. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So here is the Tennessee offense. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times. Oh, he's got some space. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Motion from the wide receiver. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Zings it complete to the right. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Got the 1st down and more. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Volunteers. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. and 4 touchdowns on the day.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back looking for help. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some...
There he goes! Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking downfield, it's Shapen. Makes the grab.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Second down, he'll throw it. Shoots it to the left. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. Back open in the middle. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. To the air on first down. Bringing the heat. He's going to run it. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. Mississippi State going up tempo. Looking to go up top in times, running out in the half. Grab near the marker. It's Mosley. He gets it up to midfield, forced out of bounds at the 50. Precision, execution, and timing to pick up the first down on the out route.
I think you're spot on. Those out routes, man, it's got to be about timing. You got to throw that football before he breaks. Nice job seeing it. Short yard situation, throwing the ball on the money so the receiver can get upfield and get the first down.
The short hands, it's Allen. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. And the Bulldogs come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Now the play fake. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's down at the 27. They can't stop the clock, and this is a first down.
Man, and tight ends in today's modern college football are so difficult to stop because they're so much more athletic than they used to be. Today, they're just like big wide receivers. So defensively, how do you stop it? Do you have someone who has the physical dimensions to match up with this guy one-on-one? You might not. And if you don't, are you comfortable putting a slower linebacker on him, or do you want to put a smaller DB that might not be able to tackle him? It's a real difficult puzzle to figure out.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking downfield, it's Shapen. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Mississippi State! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
Man, that was beautiful clock management. Great job by this offense, sustaining the drive, not getting too much in a panic, and finishing the drive with a touchdown with not a lot of time on the clock.
So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Just enough time for one final play of the half. On the snap, it's Baker. Now he's going to break the pocket. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
And if nothing else, a notable first half so far in Starkville. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Davis-Wade Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. The Vols will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success, and so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
The Bulldogs in the hurry-up.
Well, you got to be able to turn the page quickly on defense. Just gave up a first down on the ground, but here comes tempo. You've got to get lined up.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Back to pass. It's Shapen. Makes the catch.
When receivers are running slant routes against man coverage, sometimes you get open using speed, but sometimes it's pure physicality. This receiver does a great job using his hands.
Breaks into the open. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
And how nice is it to have a playmaker like that I can get the ball out of my hands right to him and say, all right, dude, you got jets, you can fly, catch the slant, make some people miss, outrun some angles, and get all the way to the end zone.
He wants to throw it. Using the quick game. He's in there for the 2-point conversion, and now they're within a field goal. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. First down here for the offense. They're going to ride this running back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Catch inside the 25. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. And the Volunteers come to the line with a new set of downs. On the run, it's Lewis. Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he's stopped at the 18. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Back to throw, it's Aguilar. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. A lot of defenders around on that screen. He can't find enough room. Stopped at the 17, and it brings up a 4th down.
This defense really does a nice job playing with their eyes and pursuing the ball. They took away all the quarterback's options down the field. When he finally checked it down, they rallied to him, made the tackle, now setting up 4th.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Rush is on him. And that ball's incomplete on 4th down, but wait just a second. There is a flag, and this is a big call. So they'll decline the penalty, please. Results of that last play. Starts the drive, trying to go up top. Complete to the right. And a little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
Well, this defense has tried to find ways to disguise their coverage and mix it up to try to confuse the QB. It's not working, though. With that last completion, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Back to pass. Fires to the right. A strike downfield. They finally get to him. And what a play there to pick up the first down. And the Bulldogs want to move quickly.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up. Pulls it in on the left. Touchdown, Mississippi State. They take the lead with the 6.
That is tremendous toughness there by the quarterback because he knew he was going to get drilled. He hung tough in the pocket and delivered a strike for the touchdown.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Kent State is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Josh Cribbs should never be counted out of any game. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Charlotte. That's where things stand right now, and of course, if the script is flipped, you will hear about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Running back searching for a hole. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Dropping back, it's Aguilar. Right on the money. At the 35, he's loose. He's loose. At the 30. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. There's no need to panic or anything, but this would be a really opportune time to put something together and try to take control of this game.
And sometimes you just come out as the favorite, and you're a little bit flat, and you expect to win. And sometimes that leads to slow starts, but I think if they can get that passion, that adrenaline, they get a little fired up right here, I think they'll take care of business.
And they just got to make a play. They just got to get something positive to happen here, sort of wake them up, and then put another play back-to-back, and all of a sudden they get...
Touchdown, Tennessee! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And he added the extra point.
Tennessee, 35. Mississippi State, 32.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Shapen. Got it in the middle, it's Reese. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain. The Bulldogs are in the hurry-up.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
They bring it down, but the big play will move the sticks.
QB now has over 400 yards passing, guys, and you got to give everybody else in his supporting cast a ton of credit. Receivers, great job running routes, catching the football, and this offensive line has been outstanding giving him time to throw.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. From the shotgun, the inside kid. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. And the Bulldogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. This offense gets into plus territory. They're going to go for it regardless of their field goal kicker's range. Throws to the tight end. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
First down, Bulldogs.
We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers.
Tennessee, 35.
Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. To the air, it's Shapen. Makes the grab. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Touchdown, Bulldogs! They move on top here in the 4th.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters, in the 4th quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
And the extra point splits the uprights. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Fielded in the end zone, it's Staley. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Not the day they had hoped to have Team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Got it in the middle, it's Jefferson. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver in the middle of the field.
And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Fires to the middle. He's got an open man. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Wide receiver comes in motion. To the air. It's Aguilar. Got his man quickly. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business. And the Vols have it with a 1st and 10. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Got his man. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance.
Touchdown, Vols! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
How nice is it to know, man, late in the ball game when I need it, I can keep the football on the ground, not get super complicated, pound the rock, get in the end zone, and take the lead.
And he puts it down the middle, and the lead is 3 here in the final period. Looks like he's going to try to return it. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Looking downfield on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Mosley. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there. Mississippi State right back to the line. The give on the option. Crosses to 40. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. The Bulldogs, after exploding for that huge run, back to work.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas, right back on the football to try to keep this off.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
Well, it's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last 2 plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there, turning the page and coming up with the big one.
And the Bulldogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll send the tight end in motion. Got a man, it's Thompson. Strong, firm tackle. Certain moments in the game you know are just a little bit bigger. Here's one of them. Big play coming on 3rd and long. To the air, it's Shapen. Throwing right. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game.
And man, did the defense just miss an opportunity that they could have turned the lights out with the lead, get the football back here. Missed opportunity. Maybe this offense now can take advantage and swing some momentum in this football game.
Catches it, past the sticks, and still on his feet. Mississippi State really efficient on offense right now. The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil. Guys, see if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now. They've done so many positive things in this game, David, to put themselves in position to win, but this is the critical moment where you're execution has got to be at its best.
And sometimes you start thinking now, and you start letting that clock tick, and you stop kind of playing carefree. Keep doing what you've done all day long to build the lead, finish this thing out, pull off the big upset.
He had that one slip to the ground, and if he had held on, that might have been a wrap. Instead, it'll be third down. The defense coming out to protect the lead, but this offense still has plenty of time. Likely their final drive. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Caught over the middle. It's Allen. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. And a touchdown here would not only give them the lead, but in the fourth quarter, that ramps up the pressure. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. It's third and goal and third and long. Looking to throw, it's Shapen. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Mississippi State. And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
It had to be perfect. Down here, this close to the red zone, the windows to throw into are so small, but the quarterback, his receiver, on the same page. And with that touchdown catch, they now take the lead.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. They'll line up for the extra point, and at this juncture, every point matters. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the American. Tulsa is in front. They've answered the bill today, but they still have to finish the job, and that is no sure thing right now. They're up by 10 over Tulane. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Makes the grab. Turning it on. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. He knew exactly what they needed there, made the play, and got out of bounds to stop the clock.
And you got to keep this turbo mode on, right? We got to keep going fast. The clock's running down. Fourth quarter, need a score. Great execution to get the first down. We need a lot more of this on this drive.
And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
Complete.
This quarterback obviously did a lot of film prep coming into this one. He has been picking this defense apart. With that last completion, guys, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
Looking for a man. It's Aguilar. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. Finds his man. It's Staley.
And that's a perfect job by this defense. Like, you can give up those little small gains all the way down the field. The clock is your friend. You don't want to give up big plays. You don't want to give up those first downs, and just make that clock run.
From the gun on third down. With the catch, it's Jackson. And wisely gets out of bounds to stop the clock. They got the first down, now in plus territory and a chance to save themselves.
Where's the defense on that last play? It's a 2-minute situation. You've got the guy making the catch in the middle of the field. You've got to tackle him in bounds and keep this clock moving. Somehow they were able to let him get outside and stop the clock. That just can't happen.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
The quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Caught in the backfield. It's Bishop. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. They'll snap it from the gun on third down. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
And if you're the defense right now, you've given up some yards on this drive, but you've got a possession lead. You just need one more stop. After that last incompletion setting up fourth down. Do you blitz? Do you try to speed up the QB? Let's find out and watch.
He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. Hauls it in, the first down and more. Timeout is called by the offense. They have 14 seconds left.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Volunteers! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
Man, what a great job by this offense executing down the field, using all of the clock, being smart, getting the big score late, and I think that one should do it.
This one's big to make sure they can't beat you with a field goal. And it's good, and he pushes the lead to 3. They go 83 yards on the drive. And how about that for a capper? The likely game winner in the waning moments. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. This drive will open from the 15. Back to throw, it's Shapen. He's taking a deep shot. Falls incomplete. They fought to the final whistle, but that's going to do it. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end. You need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
And you can't teach that gene.